feeling away. Huh?
Why would I tell you I'm 30 away if I'm not on the way? Why do I settle for women that force me to pick up the pieces? Why do I want an independent woman to feel like she needs me?
I lost my way. Cause I'm searching for these words to say to you right now.
Please give me
Me time, cause I'm searching
all these words
to say to you right now.
Oh,
Please give me time, cause I'm searching for these words to say to you right now.
redemption's
Since on your mind when you think about me.
yeah. Redemption's
Since on your mind when you think about me. Ah,
Bring your mouth.
what up, people? It's your boy back at it again. Thrash back to live. Let's go. Right back where we left it off. I told you I was gonna come back.
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Bro, don't worry about these. Too easy. I was gonna say, why am I Oh wow! I just noticed. Oh wow, bro, you gotta love this game, and it's weird, idiotic. Bro, this game is so idiotic sometimes, dude. Fuck. Oh, please give me time, cause I'm searching for these words to say to you right now. Redemption's on your mind when you think about me. Oh, fucking water hack, dude. See that, cuz? Easy claps. Claps that were easy, bro. Cause I don't play.
But of course. Yes? What is it?
He missed.
Lost it. I kill one, another takes its place.
I know how you feel. Believe where to now. Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla. How's it look? Give it to me straight. No sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Oh, please give me time, cause I'm searching
Take the ladder.
for these words to say to you.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Hello? The heck? You saw that? It's so weird. No, please give me time. 'Cause
Human.
I'm
Wrong body type.
for these words.
Looks like necrophage has got to this one. Let's keep looking.
To say to you right now. Oh, please give me time, cause I'm
This isn't it.
searching for these words.
Human. Wrong body
To
type.
say to you
Let's keep
right now.
looking. Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
I never said that.
Let's look at his head.
Notice anything else?
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla.
Jesus Christ.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
Oh.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Oh, please.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
Damn, bro, he got fucked up.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor. His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. Long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the Market Square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebyritz was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in, under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why do you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
I decide when we're done with this subject. What's your connection to him?
An old story, but if you insist... The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? I led them. Hubert, however, denounced me to the authorities. I landed in prison. There you have it. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
That's bad luck.
Bloody bandits! Can't go out on the streets no more!
At least before they didn't used to kill women.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian... Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid. You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
I hate
Cut.
this game, bro.
Will...
What?
Oh, I can. Okay. Bet. It's easy claps, bro. And I thought I had it, but of course I don't.
What, you...
Talk. What did you find on him?
I as you wish. Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment, that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town. Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
That's
Don't know nothing else.
That's hilarious, cuz. Motherfucker got hit, cuz.
I'm warning you.
Anyone home?
Begun.
Excuse me.
Or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid much. Lie down. Come on. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft. Even I'm scared of them. But better backing dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raised his fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, he were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he'd grab the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City Cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenfurt, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
That's it?
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Murderer dragged something heavy. Dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
I'm just here to steal your shit real quick. Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse. Fire can warm with its flames. Fire can prepare our nourishment. Fire can drive off the horrors of the dark. Yet fire can also scorch, burn, and incinerate. That is why we must live in harmony with eternal fire and its commandments. Whoever fails to heed its lessons, whoever lives in ignorance of it, whoever mocks it, the same shall lose his life in its flames. Take my counsel to heart, good people, or you will reap the consequences of your deed. Concerned citizen. That's tough. He's claiming something.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Yes, por favor.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood, left a few stains behind. Eyes, humanoid, completely rotten. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Excuse me? Can I not?
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Nothing interesting here.
Aye.
Had a look at your sculptures.
And? Lifelike, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Melitele.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that will crush her back. Whittle them down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple, when the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Mayas sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
Already know what happened. Fabian was in the workshop. Murderer attacked him there. They struggled. Fabian was overpowered, then tortured. For a time.
I needn't know the details. Truth be told, I hadn't the stomach for him.
When it was over, the murderer dragged Fabian to the courtyard, then made a pyre of sculptures, set them aflame.
But why? Why do all that?
To teach a lesson. To him, you, the whole city. Fine, we've talked enough. Won't learn anything else here. Take care.
Damn. Later. Excuse me.
Boy, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Oh. Got you.
Hey, handsome.
Hey. Sup, baby
A
girl.
brazier. This time of year?
Don't they have those, like, literally all around? What is he talking about this time of year?
A brazier. This time of year?
That's strange how you would say that. But
Grab him!
Sis. That him?
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
the fuck I do?
Fucking come on! You're carrion! Yeah! Take him from the back! That's it, you're in for it! Eye for an eye! You're carrion! Bucket me bug!
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Damn.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally. We'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Oh, my head's ringing. What do you want?
I know that smell. Formaldehyde. Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back. Human. Priscilla's. Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way. Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
So, what is it?
Think I know what happened here. Priscilla fought back, her assailant retreated, and knocked over the brazier. Someone must have heard it. Maybe saw something, started hollering. Guards showed up. Murderer didn't finish the job, didn't cover his tracks. Just collected himself and leapt over the wall. Trail ends there.
You divined all this from a pile of rubbish and a few prints in the mud.
Do that practically every day in my profession. And practice makes perfect.
True enough. Just like I can tell right off if a punt'll pay or try to wriggle out of it.
That particular skill I could use myself. Take care now. And...
I wanted to see where it said at the end. My bad.
Stand to see those mugs anymore.
Got a monster under the bed. Can you help?
Darkness everywhere. I see it all around. And hungry.
Remember, dear people, that a fire once lit cannot be stopped, that it consumes everything in its path, and only ceases to rage once all has been turned to ash. Men cannot flee this element, and if they bow before it, if they let it into their hearts, they too turn to ash. Search then your consciences, and live in accordance with the church's dictates, before the time for penance has passed.
Hey, Cotta. You here or no?
Ah!
Seeing there's like a little red dot right here.
Back again, Rivian Trap.
Call me Doobert. Doobert.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Von Grad's told me all about you.
Ah. Doubtless you've heard how I had the noble leader of the student protesters thrown in prison. But did you hear the protests were far from peaceful? Or did he neglect to mention it? People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear, with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
How old's Von Grad's? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conformed to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Gods, he knows no bounds. To attack Lady Vegelbud, heiress of such a prominent family.
Where is she? Tell me.
She resides in an estate beyond the city, north of Oxenfurt.
Gotta find her, now.
What are you waiting for, Geralt? The murderer could already be at the Vegelbud residence.
Till next time, Master.
What? Yeah, this is probably
See what I do?
a bad idea.
The eternal fire protects us. That's a witch's word.
Okay. Sure.
Your very presence is
Odd though he is,
eternal fire.
girls can't think like
Where's the freaking travel thing, bro? Like 1,000, like... Let's go straight, right.
eternal fire walk with you.
Help! Save me! I'm dying!
Hey, Shirley. Standing there calling me mutant. Why don't you help the guy that's saying, like, help me, I'm dying? Like, that's crazy. And Roach is there already? Might as well, right? No. Wait, why am I so heavy? Oh, I think I know why. Yeah, about this. And then this right there too, look. Like 20 pounds, 7 pounds, dude, like... ridiculous, bro.
Long live a free Temeria. Strangers, no strangers.
Damn, bro. I don't know.
Ah, my son. What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my arse out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Yes, good fellow? If it's work you seek.
Don't know that I'm all that good. Name's Geralt. Looking for Patricia Vegelbud. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now. I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true, our guards...
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills. Tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
Damn, that necklace, that neck piece she has? Fuck.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Oh! He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Wow, dude.
Not a headache again.
Can you think we fight these?
Spread out! Murderer's still here! There he is! Get him!
Bro.
Shut up, fight.
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time. Another empty formaldehyde bottle. Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
I was gonna say, I swear if I'm dead, dude, I'm just gonna quit this game. Damn, this estate is huge, bro. And it's beautiful.
It's uneven here. Bushes half a...
Why don't you all just get off my back?
Vagabond. Boo-riddum, boo-riddum, boo-riddum. Diddle-diddle, boo-riddum, boo-riddum. I'm gonna go here and Yeah, a little rest on myself.
I miss a woman's touch.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them. Any needs?
Hey, handsome.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
What, no foreplay? No formaldehyde? Coals in my eye sockets?
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know, but I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day, procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
Then you'll pay again. For her, for all the other women you've tortured. You're free now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If not for you. He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh, God, it gave me the shivers. And then he hit me so hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to. And he was hitting the poker in the fire.
Calm down. He won't hurt you anymore. He won't hurt anyone.
That's crazy. 2 killers at the same... Perfect, It's a perfect way to hide it, right?
You'll look fucking amazing. You're a vulgar one.
You look fucking amazing. On top of me.
Life.
I bloody well told him not to stick his arse where he don't. I've had enough of living.
Robin's supper.
No point complaining.
Been here, been there, same side.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
What are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them, in a manner they'd be certain to notice.
There are other ways. Could have set up a soapbox in Hierarch Square, preached from it.
How funny. That's exactly what I did. But none listened. Instead they laughed. Threw stones. Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver
Like I just
spent
walking.
his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. A Trebirates for whom nothing was sacred, nothing above ridicule. They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Awaken them, scare them onto the correct path, the path to the fire, to cleansing, to salvation. For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Pretty good. Might not cut it.
I like how the voice changed. Pretty good. I was fucking fire. Did I hear this song? That shit lit. Hey, we lit. Oh, he dead. Oh, he dead. That's tough. You look fucking amazing. Oh Lord, what a long ass fucking motherfucking mission, bro.
It's like a racehorse.
Oh, my freaking leg, bro. You look fucking amazing. Trying behind deals more damage. Okay.
Monster Slayer. Oh.
Monster
Thoughts never seem to stink, but
Yo.
my dad doesn't. Thanks very much. You and Al.
How's?
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. From me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Brokilon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Yes, Geralt?
Know another surgeon from Oxenford Academy. Her name's Shani. Know her? Red hair, cropped short, freckles.
And a hopeless idealist. Naturally, I know her.
Any idea where she is now?
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up pikemen. I told her it would be futile. In the time she saved 100 lives, another 1,000 would be lost. But
Why is the university in Oxenford closed?
Because it suits Radovid. You've not heard the story? The rector wished to grant him an honorary doctorate. The faculty disagreed. Nonetheless, Radovid arrived for the ceremony, donned a gown, collected his diploma, and when it was over, imprisoned the deans and the entire academic senate so they wouldn't raise a stink. I've been at Vilmerius Hospital ever since. But perhaps it's for the best. I'm far more adept scalpel in hand than I ever was behind a lectern.
Hubert told me about your past. Even more vivid than I'd assumed.
I've not time for riddles, Geralt. Be straight.
Any truth to his claim that people died during the riots at the university? Died for your cause?
I was young and stupid. I thought a better future was worth any price. Even a human life or two. But those are past sins. Sins I've atoned for.
Found and killed the murderer. It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a higher vampire.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt. Were it not for you, this would never have ceased.
Farewell.
Alright, I think I'm gonna do Triss's quest and I'll call it for that on this.
Oh, it'll rain, no doubt. Hooray!
It's only 255 miles away. Not too bad.
Eternal fire will
The
guide us.
eternal fire protects us, but the winter sure comes in handy at times.
Eternal fire ain't gonna do shit.
Of all places, why did that mage have to blow himself up in Maya?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Look at this one.
Greetings. Come to look over my spring collection, perhaps?
Glad to take a glance at what you got.
Of course, please do. If anything chafes or pinches, I can alter it on the spot at no charge. Once I'm done, it'll feel like you're wearing nothing at all.
I already have the wolf mask, don't I? Let's see. Yeah, I think I already have it. I'll buy this. I'll buy this and I'll buy the fox. Where's the Dublin? The frick is a Dublin? Might as well. Guardian, I'll buy these. Tightest. Buy this. Yo, how much is... Cuz, are you... You gotta be kidding me. I can sell this to him? I'm sell all this shit then. Laka. And then let's sell this. And then let's sell... Song's so catchy, bro. Can't help it.
So.
You could make yourself useful.
Excuse me. Damn, that sucks. I can't wear the fox one. I like the fox looking. I like the one with the fox. Take off your sword and your crossbow as well.
My, aren't you a tower?
I don't even have my swords. Leave me alone, man.
Door's been swinging off its hinges all day.
Yeah, I don't like this one. This one's freaking ugly, bro. Look at this. What the fuck am I gonna be wearing this for? Oh my god.
Oh my. Certainly took my request to heart.
Mean you weren't being serious? Still got time to change.
Don't you dare. You look great. You get everything?
Learn anything else about Albert?
Well, almost none of the mages have heard of him. An amateur, I guess.
So why the interest? Temple guards first, then hunters?
He's easy prey. And that's exactly why we should help him.
Everything's ready. We can go.
A shame events like this are so rare. Without them, I'd never get to see you dressed up.
Damn doublets chafing my armpits. And it feels like they sewed wires into this.
I'll be sure to admire your valiant suffering the whole time. Well then, shall we go?
Bitch, you fucking fine, bitch. Man, that bitch fine.
Greetings, my lord, my lady.
We're Lady Ingrid Vegelbud's guests.
Your invitation, please.
Look at the facts. The facts. Look at the fox mask.
In order.
Just
You'll find Lady Vegelbud in the estate's yard. Look for the parrot mask. One more thing. Leave your swords here, please.
Must be some mistake. You know why we're here, don't you?
Of course. But I've orders to make certain every guest enters the estate unarmed.
Damn it.
A pleasant evening to you both.
Damn it.
It's beautiful here. I haven't been outside the city in ages. Well?
Trish looks so bad.
But how could he? With that scrawny harlot.
Come now, don't cry. After all, he's not the only man in the world.
But he's a baronet. Where will I find another baronet?
Hello, Vivian. No use pretending you don't know. Radovid's not a whit better. Is that any way to treat an old mate? Refuse to acknowledge him?
There's been a mistake. I don't know you, sir.
Don't be foolish, Vivian. I'd recognize that mane anywhere. You might play the Great Dame now, but before that Baron Edward something pulled you from the gutter, you were a common...
Enough. The lady said she doesn't know you.
Who's this? The new one? Older than the last, it seems. a decrepit, moss-covered prick. So, the less they can, the more they pay. Is that it?
Let's go, Triss. Wouldn't want to make a scene.
Vivian! Hey! Oh, I liked you much better when you worked the carriages outside the Passiflora.
Passiflora?
What a jackass.
Radovid's not a whit better than Emir. Might even be worse.
Breathe.
I'm a crack.
What the fuck is... What's her face?
My, is he ever sorted?
What a monstrosity.
Where'd you go?
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
Moritz, what are you doing here?
Little Miss Marigold. Well, well. And I was led to believe this would be an elegant affair.
Yes, I missed you too. But can we put that aside for now? Do you have a way out of Novigrad? You can join us if you want.
Join you? And just who would I join?
Your friends, among others. Once we've all gathered, I'll lead you.
You will lead. Forgive me, Marigold, but that is like allowing myself to be led by a lame duck. Farewell.
Didn't like that guy. Why'd you insist on talking to him?
He's an old friend. His name's Moritz Diefenthal. Tell you the story later.
Sure.
Oh,
Second.
let's look around.
Technically, it's not like I fucking cared, but you know.
Economically.
Then I shall return.
Ah, another challenger. Please join us. Sir Devenant just vacated his place at the table. It's rather unlikely he'll be back.
What happened to him?
Some good men took him aside to prevent him from hurting himself. So, shall we play? First, you shall face Margrave Vladimir de Cray. The man can afford to lose, so he's likely to be reckless.
Let's do it.
Easy class. Anybody wants to face me? Oh, let's go. But she doesn't have anything. Like, she doesn't have any powers, bro. Like, why would I even use her? I mean, yeah, she has a 10, but like... Excuse me. Gonna have to take that one away. Immediately. What? Can you give me 2 wolf cards, bro? Like, are you goofy? I was gonna say, I don't even have... Alright, bet. Sit this. $10. I like it. $20. Not bad. to do here. This one. Probably not gonna have another one of those, so. You can have 5. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to see. Huh? Okay. Sure. No, you know what? Do this one first. That was 14, 18, and I get 2 cards. Ooh, I got Philippa though. And I'll take another one, why not? Damn, bro. I'm telling you, I'm a little OP here, bro. And then what? Jesus Christ, I'm just too nasty, bro. Gotta get Vesemir in here, bro, of course. What you mean? Nice, nice.
So, one more round? When the cards come your way, you must spring on the opportunity. Your next opponent, Count Gomo Sealing. In his day, his father lost the family estate in the Nimnar Valley. Seems Gomo has followed in his footsteps. Yet, do not underestimate him. Desperate men can be dangerous.
Let's do it.
I'm kind of getting fond to that mask. It's kind of cool looking. Wait, this is actually Kira? Hold on. I forgot how to... I wish to look smashing for the occasion. This was Kira Mert? Bro, she looked freaking nice, bro. Hold on, I'll be back. cold, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Vesemir is good enough. But cold, huh? Oh God. Don't need to. I don't need to shit out. Look at this. Doesn't this look litty? Doesn't this look litty? Okay. Oh no, this is bad. Fucking 10. Oh, if I had the extra one for that one, it would have been over, bro. It's like you really gonna spend the winter with this other nigga? Go ahead and get it. Oh, it's over, bro. Yeah, you can use that. I don't mind. Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let me. Go ahead and use it. Why not? Yeah, like, what is she gonna, you know, do? Exactly. Redemption's on your mind when you think about me. Oh, please give me time, cause I'm searching for these. I'll pass. I need to go Henry's. He only got one card. Jesus. My deck is just so stacked, dude. Oh, she's nice. She's smart, bro. Look at this. Now she's got 2 cards. Lit. I like her. Or I like whoever the fuck this is. Nice, bro. Damn. Okay. I would have been down to go that mile. Good games though.
So, one more round? When the cards come your way, you must spring on the opportunity. Sir Marius Florin. They say he never loses thanks to his Zugelbone amulet. Naturally, I could tell you more on the subject, but...
Let's do it.
Human, elf, dwarf, it matters not, provided he's well mannered.
Oh, monsters? Yeah, this is gonna be a little difficult. Okay, yeah. I'm just like, in all reality, I'm just a little scared of him like bringing that like super triple double quadruple $100,000 like 100 point. Oh, you fucking cock. That's fine. We'll just wait for a bit. Fine. Yep. Nice. Damn, bro. Are you joking me, bro? Yes. Yes, pass, bro. Good. Let me see. You got 5, I got 6. I'll let you go on this one, bro. That's fine. It's fine. Bring in more, like 10 more. Watch, 10. Wow. That bitch, dude. Fucking cuck. Oh my lord, dude. Like I told you, this is what I was fucking scared of, bro. Shit. And he passes? Wow. See, this guy's smart because, like, man. I'm not gonna be able to catch up without using all of my cards here, dude. It's 20, 28, and 25. Fucking shit, dude. I'm so fucked. I'm literally so fucked, dude. And he gets to keep a card, which is the thing. Like, it's kind of amazing, really. Like, are you kidding me? Wow, I just got blessed. I literally just got blessed, dude. Get out of my way, get out of my way. I don't think I can. Let's go. Good work, good work. Let's put this one down. Oh, damn it, I'm stupid. And you thought I was gonna lose. For my face, cuz.
Bravo! The lovely lady clearly brings you luck, sir. Hold her, keep her, never let her go.
Never let her go.
Bravo! The lovely lady clearly
Stay
brings
away.
you luck, sir.
Gregor, have you seen Durgoff just moments ago? Oh, apologies. I mistook you for my friend, sir. He wears a similar mask.
General Voris.
Geralt of Rivia, so I was not entirely mistaken.
Pleasure, as always. This is...
A beautiful and mysterious lady. Let us leave the formalities to the event's end, when all will remove their masks. More fun that way, wouldn't you agree?
I would, sir.
And now I must beg your pardon. I really must find Durgoff, and quickly. A lovely evening to you both. Kay Suix.
The Minimus family of Little Luck. Scouring baby.
My husband's a supervisor by training.
So let's look around. I'm just gonna go around. And Triss, I ain't gonna lie, you're so like, you really look bad. Like, this makes me rethink about
I know
it.
this might sound immodest, but our hunting hounds are simply the best.
They do seem fierce.
Is there a land where I might find more of your kind? Won't even whimper. Sit. Another drifter in from Temeria. Stay.
Stay.
My husband's a supervisor.
Holy moly.
You okay?
Do that again.
I heard you say something about you couldn't breathe. I was like, oh
Word is
shit.
he's made some enemies. Turned to Joel finally. Must have thought he'd get a second chance.
Stuffed peacock tongues. Oh, inevitably.
A second chance?
Fucking
Good one.
pig, bro.
Cemeteries are full of men who thought old Joel would give them a second chance.
Siggy, I'll be.
Siggy.
Geralt! Damn it all. How do you recognize me?
The mask. Dead giveaway.
Perfect, right? Could take it off and no one would know the difference.
Hey, Reuven.
Look at that. My favorite accomplice. What's this? Taking a day off from saving the world? Well, we've jested and laughed, but I've a sense you're in a hurry.
Really?
You know, Geralt, somehow I dislike running into you at parties. My bones start to ache, as if bad weather were approaching.
Excuse me a moment. Miss?
Yes, it's me. The trout buyer?
Oh, yes, of course. Please excuse the precautions, but perhaps we could speak somewhere in private.
I think we've met before.
Oh, you're... Indeed. Well, I must say I feel reassured Albert will be in good hands.
Any sign of the hunters recently?
Since they attacked my servant at the market, none. All has been quiet. But I bribed a man of the Temple Guard. He claims there's more and more talk of Albert in the ranks.
How did the guardsmen learn about your son's interests to begin with?
Unfortunately, I cannot be sure Albert himself was not the source, merely boasting about an experiment. He's careless that way. Like his father. A kind man, but a dimwit. Devoured by an Arrakis. I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah. Must have traveled far and wide.
Hardly. He attempted to breed them. Perhaps I should be pleased Albert adopted alchemy as his hobby. A safe one, relatively speaking. Until recently, that is.
Let's get Albert. Where is he?
Entertaining the guests. He's always been an outsized presence at my receptions. I preferred not to arouse any suspicions.
When can we take him away?
We shall have to wait until the guests have imbibed enough to notice only the goblet-laden trays. Don't fret. It won't be long.
Is your son ready to go? We'll have to act quickly.
Yes, I've seen to everything. Where will you take him?
You're better off not knowing any details. He'll be safe, I promise. But please, trust me. It's not the first time I've done this.
I know. Thank you.
How will we recognize him?
He's donned a panther mask.
Oh,
He knew you were due to come
cool.
for him. Seemed rather excited, ironically. I'm afraid he's not fully comprehended the danger he faces. As I said, he's not terribly bright.
Don't worry about that. He'll fit right in with a good number of the other mages.
Geralt! Let's go find him.
I shall await word from you.
Alright guys, hold on. I'm gonna go take my dog out because he apparently looks like he wants to go. So I'll be back.
Let's look for Albert.
He's wearing a pants.
In springtime, the roads wet with rain. The sun bright and warm.
Shoot him up, proletariat. Duck him
Time to
right
invest
in
in
the
movies.
bollocks. Well done, old chap. I'm not just some old...
Oh, I'm gonna take all of that. I'm gonna take all of that.
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
Sold him off.
Hard finding work here, you know, with the eternal fire. Yes, darling.
Albert Vegelbud?
For you, my sweet, I can be Adolf Valentino.
Can't breathe.
Oof.
Late for supper again.
I love that.
When it rains, it pours.
Albert Vegelbud?
Do I look like a pathetic buffoon and Mummy's boy to you?
Well...
Oh, by the gods!
Oh my god!
Duke Mormont. Do you remember? The one who held his daughter's captive.
And then a colossal boom.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out.
I mean, the panther looks alright, I guess. Thought it was cooler.
Yes.
Nothing. Yes.
Nice mask.
Rawr.
Albert Vegelbud?
No. I'm a Black Panther. Rawr.
Oh my, Count!
Your mom sent us, Mr. Panther.
Oh, so you are.
Yes, when can we leave the estate?
Well, Mama said it would be best to wait until everyone's drunk. Besides, there'll be fireworks later, a jolly good distraction. Once they've begun, I shall slip away, saunter into the garden. We'll meet in the hedge maze.
Be waiting for you there.
Very well. But first, you absolutely must try the Fiorano Rosé. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hope Albert hasn't forgotten the reason for this whole get-together.
Wanna wait in the garden? I saw a nice spot there earlier.
Eternal fire.
Well?
Salam alaikum.
Hard finding work here, you know, with the eternal fire burning and all that.
Care to sit down for a spell? Relieved to get that mask off, if only for a little. Great view from here, and there's even wine. It's been so long since I've been to a feast, ball, or reception. Amazingly pleasant change from the sewers of Novigrad.
So, does this mean it's a good time to ask you about...
Yes?
About that mage we met earlier?
Oh, Moritz. What do you want to know?
Damn, I haven't seen myself without the man.
How'd you meet?
Geralt, all mages know each other. Some are well over a century old. That's plenty of time to make acquaintances.
In that case, when did you meet him?
At a feast, long ago. He walked up and just blatantly offered to teleport us somewhere quieter.
Seems just like the type.
Oh, really? At the time, to me, he seemed sweet. He actually pursued me for a while afterwards.
Got the impression he doesn't exactly like you.
I just think he'd love to have me as his charge, rather than his leader.
See, but you're the one organizing the Mage's escape from Novigrad.
Sometimes I have no idea how I actually managed to bring them all together.
They don't have no one else.
Personal charm. That's what it's about.
Careful, that sounded like a compliment.
Glad it did.
Oh. Are you trying to...
Someone's coming.
Is it Albert?
No, just some lost guest. Shh.
Must be looking for his beloved. Like in that elven tale about the frog and the lark. Inchu, inchu, beag broga. Inch by inch, little frog.
Shh, let's go.
Oh. I sure hope the other guests don't get drunk as quickly as I did.
Sooner we get out of here, the better.
Oh, no. I plan to have a good look at this famous maze of theirs first. I hear the statues there are completely, entirely...
Entirely what?
Nude. Come on, Geralt.
Triss, wait.
Geralt, coming?
I'm just gonna follow her, like, fuck away.
Geralt, coming?
We'll soon return. No one's even noticed we're gone.
Careful.
Ah, you know why she's doing this. Ah! You caught me! You caught me!
Miss Marigold, at last! So sorry we are forced to meet under such incredibly inopportune circumstances.
You can say that again.
But I'm sure we'll make up for it another time. I absolutely must show you my alchemical formulae.
Anyone follow you?
I don't believe so.
Just in case, you two switch masks.
I get to keep
We'll
the
go
Panther
first.
one?
Geralt
Please
will
tell me I
follow
get
right
to keep
after.
the Panther
Saddled
one.
horses await in the stables.
Good. Meet you there.
I want to keep the Panther one, bro. This is gonna be my favorite one. If I get to keep it. Bro, please tell me I get to keep. Oh, no, I can't. Just
Albert! You promised to show me your laboratory! Albert! There you are, my love!
Uh-oh.
Here you are. So, about this private showing.
Under any other circumstances, I'd give you the full Monty.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Albert Vegelbud. Please, step away, miss. Nobility's not towards young Count. Try anything, and you will get bruised.
Doubt it.
Come on! Come on! Stupid! Yeah! Yeah! Ow! Son! Where'd you come from?
Oh, I'd begun to worry.
Ran into some trouble.
Hunters? Will they come here?
No, we've got some time. But please send someone to the garden. Needs a little tidying.
I shall see to it. And you must hurry.
Everything set?
Yes. Got your swords back from the guard. And Ingrid gave me the coin. It's more than I expected. Stunningly more, frankly.
Excellent. So where are we gonna get away to?
You? Nowhere. It's finally possible, probable even, that we can get all the mages out of Novigrad. You know where to find me if you want to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
What happened at the fountain? It was my fault, I know. The wine went straight to my head. I'm sorry.
Triss, don't apologize.
Miss Marigold.
We need to go.
I know. Be careful.
Good.
Eat shit.
Well, guys, that's it for this. Wait, hold on. Before we do anything else, I need to see if I got to keep the panther one. I did not get to keep the panther one. Well, that is pretty trash. That's very exclusively trash. But either way, guys, thank you for tuning in. Another day on The Witcher 3. You saw our little adventures. We killed the vampire. What else we do? We opened the chameleon, I think it's called. We helped Triss. What else? We found... Oh, we solved the murder. Then we killed the vampire. Oh, we did the races. You know. We had a productive day today. So, either way, guys, have a blessed day. or afternoon. And I'll catch y'all another time.